The question of life's purpose has haunted humanity since we first developed the capacity for self-reflection. From ancient cave paintings to modern philosophy seminars, from religious scriptures to scientific laboratories, we have perpetually sought meaning in our existence. This profound inquiry transcends cultures, epochs, and individual circumstances. It is the fundamental human question. As Albert Camus famously stated, there is but one truly serious philosophical problem, and that is suicide. Judging whether life is or is not worth living amounts to answering the fundamental question of philosophy. In this exploration, we will examine life's purpose through multiple philosophical lenses: existentialist, religious, Stoic, utilitarian, and more. Number 1. Divine purpose. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. Most religious traditions propose that life's purpose originates from a divine source. In this view, human existence is not accidental but part of a grand cosmic design. The Abrahamic faiths, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, generally hold that humans exist to worship God, fulfill divine commandments, and prepare for an afterlife. Eastern religions like Hinduism and Buddhism often frame life's purpose as spiritual liberation, moksha, or enlightenment, nirvana, achieved through multiple cycles of rebirth. Thomas Aquinas synthesized Christian theology with Aristotelian philosophy, arguing that humanity's ultimate purpose is the beatific vision, direct knowledge of God in the afterlife. He wrote, "The ultimate end of human life is to be united with God." Similarly, the Islamic scholar Al-Ghazali taught that the purpose of life is to cultivate the soul and prepare it for the return to its creator. The religious perspective offers comfort. Our struggles have meaning within a divine plan. As Viktor Frankl observed in Nazi concentration camps, those who maintained religious faith often demonstrated remarkable resilience. However, this view raises questions about divine hiddenness and the problem of evil. If life has divine purpose, why is that purpose often obscure, and why does suffering exist? Number 2. Living according to nature. It is not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Stoicism, founded in ancient Greece and developed in Rome, offers a middle path between religious determinism and existential freedom. The Stoics believe the universe is governed by rational principles, logos, and human purpose lies in aligning with this natural order through virtue. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote in Meditations, "You have to assemble your life yourself, action by action, and be satisfied if each one achieves its goal as far as it can. No one can prevent that." For Stoics, purpose isn't about changing the world but perfecting one's character amid life's inevitable challenges. Number 3. The greatest happiness. The greatest happiness of the greatest number is the foundation of morals and legislation. Jeremy Bentham. The utilitarian philosophy developed by Bentham and John Stuart Mill proposes that life's purpose is maximizing well-being. Unlike approaches focused on individual meaning, utilitarianism is social and consequentialist. Actions are judged by their outcomes. Mill argued that happiness isn't mere pleasure but the full development of human potential. It is better to be a human being dissatisfied than a pig satisfied, better to be Socrates dissatisfied than a fool satisfied. Modern effective altruism extends this logic, using evidence to determine how individuals can most effectively reduce suffering. Peter Singer's drowning child thought experiment illustrates utilitarian purpose. If you saw a child drowning in a shallow pond, wouldn't you save them even at personal cost? By extension, we might have a moral purpose to help distant strangers through charitable giving or social reform. Critics contend utilitarianism can justify unethical means for good ends and may neglect individual rights. Others argue happiness is too vague a metric. Nietzsche dismissed it as English happiness, preferring the German concept of Bildung, self-cultivation. Number 4. Flourishing as purpose. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Aristotle. Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or fulfillment, offers a nuanced alternative to hedonistic happiness. In Nicomachean Ethics, he argues that purpose isn't subjective preference but objective actualization of human potential through reason and virtue. Number 5. The multidimensionality of purpose. After reviewing these perspectives, we might conclude that life's purpose is multidimensional. The psychologist William James proposed a pluralistic universe, where different frameworks coexist. Similarly, philosopher John Dewey argued that purpose isn't a fixed destination but emerges through active engagement with life's possibilities. Interestingly, having purpose correlates with numerous health benefits: longer lifespan, better stress resilience, lower dementia risk. This suggests that seeking purpose isn't just philosophical but biological. We're wired for meaning-making. In the final analysis, perhaps the purpose of life is both simpler and more complex than any philosophy can capture. The poet Rainer Maria Rilke offered wise counsel: be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart and try to love the questions themselves. The point is to live everything. Live the questions now. We are meaning-seeking creatures in a universe that doesn't come with an instruction manual. This very tension, between our longing for purpose and the silence that meets our inquiries, may be what makes human life so poignant and beautiful. As the philosopher Iris Murdoch observed, we are not free in the sense of being able suddenly to alter ourselves. We are largely mechanical creatures, the slaves of relentlessly strong selfish forces. But freedom is a place we can sometimes reach, a place of understanding and calm and love. The purpose of life, then, might be this ongoing dance between seeking and creating, between accepting and transcending. In the words of the Sufi poet Rumi, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. To live with purpose is to honor both the drop and the ocean, our individual journey and our cosmic belonging. Ultimately, every person must answer life's great question for themselves, while recognizing, as all wisdom traditions remind us, that our answers are provisional, our understanding partial. As Wittgenstein concluded at the end of his Tractatus, whereof one cannot speak, thereof one must be silent. Yet in that very silence, in the space between words and concepts, we may glimpse something true about why we're here, not to solve the mystery but to live it fully.